Okay. So I'd like to welcome everyone, and again, apologies to Gene. Gene lost his bag with all of his identification in it, David, at Ross store. So he's now going to stay permanently in the United States. So I'd like to welcome him to the team and to the world here.
Yeah.
It's not funny, but you have to laugh at some things. But this is our team phone call where we come together and we recognize, we welcome new people, and we make announcements as to what's happening for this whole week and for our team. And I will let David say hello. Go ahead, David.
Okay, well, hello. And Gene, everything happens for a reason. You know that. You know, it's not in our control, some of the things. And you'll be living here and y'all will be here and everything will be perfect. So sorry you lost everything. Everybody, I'm down in Florida now for the winter. I had my first round of golf this afternoon. And just so you know, a lot of people say, gosh, you work really hard. I don't know if I want to be an ambassador Triple Diamond. I got to tell you, I only do it because I love doing it, and I golf every day. So don't think I work too too hard. And Bob, you invited me and Wendy to go with you and Vivian to a concert in Wellington. That sounds great. I haven't responded to you. That sounds awesome. A Tom Petty cover band looks great, and you're friends with the guy. And I just love this business. It's a business, but it's not. You got to treat it like a business, but it's much more than that. It's just living life, having fun, and it's worth it, everybody. I'll just tell you that it's worth it. It's worth it to get through all the garbage you got to deal with, negative people who you think trust you and they don't, obviously, if they don't listen to you. Don't worry about it. Just we're this core group of people. We're so fortunate to know about this. I'm happy we have this call every Monday. We get together. Normally I can see 25 people at a time on my cell phone here because I have no internet. I see 4 people. And the 4 I'm looking at are Bob, Renee, and Nancy. I can't see anybody else. I know you're all there somewhere, but we have this call every week
here.
to make announcements, to recognize people for rank advancements, to welcome new people aboard. Last week, we had a special guest from corporate on, Seth Saunders, who I just did a meeting with with Ricardo Wilkins in Maryland before I left. And really just to get together, you know, we want people to stay close to the fire. If you're out on your own and you're not doing 3-way phone calls and you're not tying into the things that are going on, it can get pretty depressing out there sometimes until you have a team. Once you have a few people who see this like you do, and they're doing it with or without you, the whole thing becomes very real. Until then, you got to do it on faith. And it's very important to stay together and be with people who already know what this is. You don't have to convince me of it. You don't have to convince Debbie. Like I say, I'm looking at Bob and Renee and Nancy. You don't have to convince them. We all know. It's like, okay, we know. How do we share this with people? How do we get it out there? How do we change our lives with the business? So I just want to say thanks to Debbie for doing this with me together. We're very tight, Debbie and I, as friends. And we, as far as a sponsor and a sponsee, we do things together that I don't think anybody else in the company does as closely as we do, because we're family and we love having you as part of our family. If you're new tonight, you're going to introduce yourselves in just a little bit, but I just want to welcome you all here tonight.
Absolutely. All right. So we always like to start with a few wins. This kind of started off in a very positive way because we are. So does anyone have a win they'd care to share with us?
So for the new people, let me just mention, so wins are what we're defining as a win is something that really positive that happened this week for you in your business. Sometimes it's you did your first 3-way phone call. Sometimes it's you completed a fast forward. Sometimes it's you put the gel on someone who had a stroke and had an amazing result instantly, which we see a lot. Anything that was a win for you, we usually like ask for like 3 of them at the beginning of the call.
Right.
I got one.
Okay, Nancy.
Last night, we were at this very large, nice dinner to hear our Governor DeSantis. But anyway, so there was a lady I was talking to, and I talked to her actually the week before about Asia. She had a like low cut gown on, but I looked, she also had a lot.
You just froze, Nancy.
Yeah. She had a low cut gown on. It was getting pretty interesting. And now she's
Exactly.
gone. I don't know what happened.
All right, we're gonna go to, I think Dawn had one until Nancy gets back.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I've had two things happen. One, last week I had a twofer, and that during the day I ended up having two people call me, and I had two customers on one day. That has never happened ever, so that was exciting. And then yesterday I called one of the a member of my family that I've been meaning to call. I saw her at, a family event. I wrote her number down a couple times, and then it fell out on the floor. And I finally said, well, why don't I call you? So I call her, and she signed up last night. So like,
Perfect.
sometimes it takes 3 months, sometimes it takes 30 minutes. But that was really exciting that my aunt she's like, and I said, oh, I don't want you to think that I called you to tell you something. And she's like, I don't think that. You just were telling me in conversation. I want what you've got. I mean,
That's great.
sign me up.
Red apples.
That is
Don't you
great.
love red apples?
I'm just gonna caution you one thing.
Congrats.
Just be careful the way you say your wins. The next time you say you had a twofer in one day. might not do it.
Two people signed up in the
okay.
same day. I'll say it differently.
Okay, good. Anyway. All right, and then one more win, anybody? Carol?
Now we knew where David gets it from.
Exactly.
Can
I taught him everything I knew.
Can I finish the story? Can you hear me?
Yes, you can finish your story.
Low cut gown. Go ahead.
Yeah.
He had like a bunch of red, like rashy looking the whole way across her top of her chest there. And her husband, I said, look at that. And she couldn't see it. She didn't have a mirror. She couldn't see it. And I just put the tube out. I said, let me put this on it. And I did. And so he saw it. So I put it on. I walked to talk to someone else for a couple minutes. I came back. It was gone. And
Yay.
her husband looked at it and said, oh my God.
Perfect.
That's awesome.
I'm going to see her
That's
Thursday night. So, okay. Cool.
All right. And we were going to take
I've
one
done,
more.
I've
if
done,
anybody's
just so
going.
you know, I've been at cocktail parties and I've seen women with low cut gowns and I've tried to do that and they just slap me. So I'm glad you were able to get that done. But, when you see a skin condition or someone in pain, it's like, you want them to use it, but, I got to be a little more careful.
Okay, just so you know, since you can't see her, Carolyn Hoffman has now pushed both of us away
Of course.
for what we said. All right. Anyone else has a win that they'd like to share?
I'll share.
Okay.
I took a guest who is actually a customer to hear David and also to the meeting, live meeting, which was wonderful on Saturday. It was great because she got to speak to David and she's a nurse. So she was all ears and eyes listening and watching the presentation and was very excited afterwards. So it was wonderful. Thank you.
That's great. She was very open and she owns a business and she's exhausted and COVID affected her and she realized she needs a plan B because if something happens again, she'll be right back in the same spot. I did a 3-way call with somebody today who has been a dentist who was really hit by this whole thing and her business, and she's still paying off debt because she had to still run her practice with no income. And she's just about paying off the debt. And I remember when I was practicing, you have responsibilities, you have to pay people. We talked about it and I said, well, what happens if something happens again, another variant, something else, somebody hacks the banking system and there's a shutdown, what happens? And she goes, I'm back to square one. I go, that's why it's good to have a plan B. I said, the COVID didn't affect me financially at all. And if I was still practicing, it would have really hurt me. So now's the time to get into action because you don't know what's coming, So now she's scrambling. She's ready to launch her business. So Anyway, your guest really, what was her name? Shaka, what was her name?
Abby,
Oh, Abby,
Abby,
that's right.
Abby,
Yeah,
yes.
Yep. So, awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
David, do you want to make some announcements?
Well, I don't have any, I can't share my screen. I will make a couple of announcements. Everybody's got to kind of take notes as I do it. And I posted it in my Facebook group, and I sent it out to some of the WhatsApp groups. So what's coming up this week is tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. There is a mastermind, a triple diamond mastermind mentoring session for 30 minutes. It's very valuable, everybody. If you're able to get on it, it's at 10 a.m. Eastern. The Zoom number is 509-981-6653. That's 509-981-6653. It's also live streamed into our Facebook group, ASEA United, and it's stored there, so you can always go back and watch it. But it's really good, very helpful for people to see what triple diamonds and above, what they had to do to get to where they are. And when you listen to them and us, Debbie and I are part of it. So is Edwina Lee in our group. You realize there's nothing really special about these people, about Debbie or me or Edwina. We just made a decision. And it is a fascinating thing, as Edwina Lee reminded me today in our own mastermind group, WhatsApp group. She said, making a decision is so liberating. It is so liberating. Once you make a decision and it's a firm decision, it's like, you're going to work, but it's like, I'm getting it done. And I was speaking to the dentist today, and I said, when you went to dental school, you didn't say, well, I'm going to try. It's like, you go to dental school, you're going to get it done. You made a decision. You're going to find a way to get it done. You have a tough class, you're going to get it done. You get sick during school, you're going to get it done. You're going to get it done. And making a decision that you're going to get this done, you'll get it done. You find a way. As I say, when a decision is made, providence moves. It's absolutely true. So that's tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. Tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. Eastern on this Zoom number is great. It's a presentation for guests, and it is interactive with Dr. Carolyn Hoffman Diamond, a medical professionals board member, naturopath, 8 p.m. Eastern on this Zoom. So tomorrow, do three-way phone calls with people you want to get there. Have the person you have on the three-way phone call, who you have on as the expert, invite your guests to it for their reasons to come, and they can ask questions. No other team has Q&A except for us, especially with a medical doctor, with medical people. Then Thursday evening is Alan Noble's discoverasia.com at 9 p.m. Eastern. Amazing. And then mark your calendars, everybody. Friday and Saturday are big days. Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern at discoverasia.com. 9 p.m. Eastern, discoverasia.com Friday. Normally doctors are interviewed on the ASEA 5. This week it's Scott Aldred. Scott is the Chief Operations Officer, and you listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. We all know what's going on in the world with shipping problems, supply chain problems, right? ASEA is insulated from that. We don't have that. What do we need to make ASEA? Salt and water, bottles, tubes, and labels. That's all we need to make this product. So we're insulated. We're not waiting for chips. We don't have to wait for things. We don't. My son's buying a car. It's like he's got to wait now for the thing. There's no cars in inventory because nobody has supplies. We don't have to deal with that. So Scott's going to be talking about that and how they make the product. Okay, that's at 9 p.m. Eastern Friday. Get everybody to it. Get your downline to it. Get guests to it. Prospects at discoverasia.com. And then lastly is Saturday, the Q&A that we do on this Zoom number, same password, 9:30 Eastern. I do Q&A on the product, just product. You bring guests there who are looking, who maybe came to Thursday night or Friday or Tuesday. Almost a lock, almost 100% lock that they're going to sign up after they hear other people ask questions, or if they ask questions and they hear me answer it. It's third-party validation. So that's 9:30 to 10, and then we pivot and we make a clear announcement that we're changing to business questions. How do you make money in this business? How do you get your product for free? How do you get started? Those types of questions. People can ask whatever they want. That's all Q&A. Call it Q&A Saturday is what it is. So that's what's going on. And lastly, everybody should register for the convention if you're not registered yet. I can't see everybody, but if you're registered, raise your hand and wave really good so people can see. If you are not registered for convention, if you don't go to convention, then no disrespect, but you're really not in this business. You're playing around with it. It's not like an optional thing unless COVID is a real problem then, okay? But it's in April in Las Vegas. And if you're in this as a business and you want it to pay you as a business, you want freedom, whatever it is you want, you have to be at the convention. And it's not like rah convention. It's not what it is. It is building belief in the people. There's new products being released. It's just a non-negotiable thing. I'm being honest with you. And some of you aren't going to go, and I can't help you. I mean, I can't provide that kind of vision for you, but I know the first one I went to, I realized I get it. I understand why I needed to be here, and I will never, ever, ever miss one. One time they had it on a Jewish holiday. I couldn't go, but it is a very important Jewish holiday. But it is really that important. So that's what's going on, Deb, unless I forgot something.
Okay, I don't think so. We always like to recognize, just for the new people, the more people you talk to, the more people who become interested, and the more people who want to become either a a preferred customer or an associate. And so we like to recognize, because that's how we can tell how many people have been talking to, because they kind of go up in rank. So I'm going to share my screen briefly and show you guys. And this will be for a 2-week period, because last week we had Seth on, and so I did not do any recognitions. So for the new people, if you sign up a person on your left and a person on your right as an associate, you become a director. And we had 2 new directors in the last couple of weeks, Jody Burton and Rowena Beltran. So those are our new directors. So congratulations to those people. I always like to say that that's one of the hardest positions to get to, because that's when you're first starting out and you're trying to bring up redox and let them know about it, and it's your first time trying. So congratulations. I always give special thanks to new directors. Once you gather 300 points on your left and 300 points on your right by people ordering more cases, you become a director 300, and we have 3 new ones for the past couple of weeks. Davina Basilio, Rachel Thorne, and Clara Signini are new director 300. So again, congratulations to those people. And then the same with director 700. You've had 700 points on your left and 700 points on your right. So our new director 700s are Amy Torres under Probo, and I know that one, Jacqueline Ramos, Eric Bergman, Leonora Eugenio Langengan, Travis Hogue, Belinda Huang, Rachel Carr, Christina Robertson, Joanne Tan, Danus Petrova, Renee Thorne, Van Hong, Mia Kade, Sua Fong Vu, Leslie Ann Kamolia, Gretchen Anderson, Narissa Vendivel, Rosemary Clark, Alvin and Kate Cabrera, and Francisca Juriel. So those are our new director 700s, a lot of those, and congratulations to them. Your next step is an executive level, and that's the bronze executive level. And that's when you have 2,000 points on one side, 2,000 on the other, and you have 2 directors 300s in your organization all in the same week. So now you've become a leader of people, and people who are to be followed. So we have 5 new bronze executives this week, the last 2 weeks. So congratulations, that's a biggie of the bronze, the first executive. Socorro Liangan is a new bronze executive. Congratulations, under David. Tammy Guanin, a new bronze executive. Sharon Clue, Berlin 2, and Rosemarie Grappa, all new bronze executives. So that's big and very much congratulations.
Let me
And
just,
then I-
before you go to the silver, Debbie, let me just say congratulations to all the bronzes.
Yep,
The two most important levels in this company, and talk to your upline about it, or you can ask questions about it, is Director 300 and Bronze. Those are the two building blocks, and it's just a matter of helping people go Director 300. And there are financial rewards at those two levels that you don't get before that. At one kicks in at Director 300, possibly two, and two can kick in at the bronze level. So bronze is a big deal, but those two levels are huge. Congratulations to everybody so far who's hit all of these levels.
absolutely. And we have one new gold executive, which is you go from bronze to silver to gold. Gold is when you start making some fairly decent money. And that's 5,000 points on both sides and 4 Director 300s. And he is in the Philippines. Jazile Mission. So congratulations to Jazile. And I put a congratulations up on Dream Struggle for that one. And that's a big deal. So again, congratulations.
Yeah,
to him.
congrats. And one thing, Debbie, you just said, it's where you start getting some significant income.
Yes,
Significant is relative, is really
Yes.
relative, I think.
Right.
You know, I mean, qualifying golds average about 5,000 a month, and that's certainly significant to anybody. But to a lot of people, you know, $300 a month, 500 a month is very, very significant. So don't want to underplay this. And Debbie, you and I have started the same way. I think my first check was $80, right? And
Right.
you know, it's success breeds success sometimes. And once they do a fast forward, and all of a sudden that week they look at the check, they're like, wow, look what I got. This is pretty amazing. And they can start seeing this could be every week. You know, I can make this 500 every week. And then they're making 500 a week and 600 and 500 and 800, and they hit 1,000 in a week. And it's like, I can hit 1,000 every week. And it's like, it motivates them to get there. Then they're making 1,000 a week, you know? And then it's like, well, I can make 3,000 a week. And it just doesn't happen like that, but it happens. And I congratulate everybody, the people in my group there and people who are not in my group there. Congrats for your success.
Absolutely. I should have finished the sentence. Significant meaning a lot of people are able to, if they want to, quit another job in order to make this their first one at gold. So that's what I meant by significant. Not that.
Yep.
When I first started, $1 was significant to me. So, so I know that one. Anyway, it's come to the time where we need to welcome and want to welcome new people to the team. And this is only a small part of our team who are able to make it on Monday nights. And we vary as to how many people are on, depending on the day and stuff and the season. So we'd like to welcome some new people. So if anyone has anyone new they'd like to introduce, we'd love to have them welcomed. Buffy.
And let me just set a couple guidelines because we're towards the bottom of the hour. Renee, would you mind being the timekeeper for us? Because we need to keep it to about 60 seconds to respect everybody's time. So if you start drifting off into talking about, you know, you fell down the steps 40 years ago and the product really helped and you're really thankful. We know that, we really do. And we don't want to be rude, not to hear your story, but we just really want to know, you know, what's your name, where do you live, what's your background, and why you're excited about it at this point now, if you can do that. Okay, thanks, Renee, for being the timekeeper. No, there's the noise.
There's the noise.
If you hit 60 seconds, you hear that noise, right?
Yep.
All right, so
Right.
Buffy, go ahead.
I'll stay within the 60 seconds. Thanks, everybody. I want to introduce to our team a new associate on our team, and her name is Evelyn Liao, Evelyn and Hubert Liao, and they are associates of Ellis, who is on the line as well. And Evelyn, if you can unmute or open up your camera, we'd love to be able to say hi and see your sweet face, but at least be able to say hi. If you can unmute, we'd love to hear you.
Hello,
Hi,
everyone.
Evelyn.
Hi, Evelyn.
Thank you, Miss Buffy.
You're so welcome. Thank you. You can tell us where you live, what your name is, and what brought you to ASEA. And you got 60 seconds, girlfriend.
Yes, of course. Yeah, we're in North Carolina, and I was born in the Philippines. So I'm so excited that's in my country, helping a lot of people in my country. So thank you all. that we're a good force to the world. So thank God for that.
Absolutely.
Well, welcome. Mabuhay.
Mabuhay indeed. Thank you.
Mabuhay.
Yes.
Well,
Thanks,
welcome,
Evelyn.
Evelyn. Yes. And
Thank you.
we can't wait to meet you in person
Yes.
and see your face.
I just
Thank
drove.
you.
I just drove yesterday, Maryland to Florida, so I should have waved. So who else?
We
do have
missed what you
on
said,
today?
David. Who else? Jackie Ramos has her hand up. I don't know. Jackie, do you have someone? Okay.
I have
No,
someone.
no.
Jackie's going
Sorry.
great.
Is she there?
Hi.
Okay, Jackie's awesome, by the way. Hi, Jackie.
Hi. Duh. I'm just
Congrats on
listening
everything.
right now.
Okay.
You're just listening.
Well,
Okay. Your
Yep.
hand's raised, so I thought maybe you
Oh,
had
I'm
to.
sorry. I don't know how to take that off. I'm sorry.
That's
That's
fine.
okay.
No problem.
That's okay.
Hi, Debbie. I have someone to reintroduce who's relaunching. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yes, we can
Bob.
hear you.
Yeah, Bob Belleville here. My video's not working that great. Her name is Pat Claycomb. She's down the bottom there. Pat got involved on the We Miss You program. I met Pat about 2 years ago on an Uber drive. She was my Uber driver. So she's relaunched. So Pat, if you could unmute yourself and just tell us where you are, a little bit of your background.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
I'm in Yucca Valley, California, near Joshua Tree or Palm Springs, if you're more familiar with that.
Yep.
Okay.
And I love ASEA products. I've been using them for about a year, and I want to get into pitching sales and helping out friends feel better.
Perfect.
That's awesome.
That is great.
Awesome.
And so they've
Welcome.
helped you and you've noticed the difference.
Oh, lots. Yeah,
Okay.
it's great. I love the magic gel and the miracle water. And I just bought micronutrients, so I'm going to try that next.
Very good.
Wonderful.
Welcome to the team.
Thank you.
Welcome back, Pat. Great to see your videos working.
Thank you.
It isn't.
Right.
Can they see me?
Yeah. Hi, Gabby.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. I've got somebody right here. Her name is Erica. She just finished enrolling. She got the business pack, her and her
Wow.
husband. We're in South Carolina, in York. And
Okay.
Well,
that's Debbie, and that's David. That's the one I've been telling you about. So, okay, talk.
Hi, everybody.
welcome,
Hi, Gabrielle.
Thank you.
No, it's Renee.
Erica.
Erica.
Erica,
Yes.
welcome.
I
Welcome
looked at the
aboard.
name.
You're new in the last few minutes, so you're a newbie.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Brand new.
Literally, brand new. Yeah, I'm
I dro- I dro-
excited. Yeah, Gabrielle has, given us some really good information on the product. We just met and became friends and neighbors, and immediately she told me about the product because I have a very rare autoimmune disease. So I'm looking forward to see how it can help me start to get better and feel better and just get healthier. So I can,
Wonderful.
tell my friends and family and hopefully
What-
bring some more folks on board.
Oh, and
Yeah.
they're also from Maryland, guys. So
Yeah.
What
Oh,
part?
okay. What part?
My husband is from Forestville.
District Heights
Mhm.
area.
And and
Yeah.
my daughter is still there she's in Baltimore.
Baltimore. Okay.
I had a podiatry office not far from you. I was in Cheverly, so it's not far from
I
District
know
Heights.
exactly. Yep.
Yes,
Know
yes,
exactly
through
what it
Cheverly.
is. Yep.
I went to St. Margaret's, 2 years of McNamara, 2 years of DeMatha, and I graduated from Catholic University.
There you go. And what's your name?
Khalid Bey.
Felipe?
What's your name?
Felipe.
Felipe?
Bey. Khalid,
Khalid.
Khaliq.
Khalid.
Felipe.
Nice to meet you.
Very nice to
Nice
meet
to
both
meet you,
of you.
Khalid.
And welcome to the team.
Yep.
Thank you.
That's great.
I drove straight through your state yesterday also.
Oh.
right down I-95 from Maryland to the
Yep.
bottom of Florida. 16
Oh,
hours.
wow. That's a heck of a drive.
We're right
Yeah.
outside of Charlotte.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Beautiful area.
Yep.
Thank you.
Welcome aboard. You'll see some
Thank you
great
so
things
much.
happen. And if you can get on the Zoom tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern with
Okay.
Dr. Hoffman, you can ask her anything and you'll get a lot more information on it. So
Okay.
again, welcome to the team.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Renee?
I've got to hook them up to all the websites and all that. I haven't done any of that yet.
Okay.
Yeah, Gabby's awesome. She'll hook you up.
And we'll continue to welcome new people, but Renee, I keep muting. You have a lot of feedback coming from yours.
I do.
Yes. I don't know.
I'm in a
what's
quiet room. That's weird.
I know, but,
Okay.
and it keeps shining yellow on your thing. So I've muted you until the alarm goes off. Sorry, because I couldn't hear.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
it's not background noise. It's some kind of feedback. Yeah.
Yeah, it's something. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, who else would have like to introduce anyone?
Debbie, I'd
Yes.
like to introduce Roger Valle. He's on for the first time, I think, tonight. He's been in the business with us for a few weeks now and has been getting some good results. Roger, if you'd like to just say where you're from and maybe very briefly what you've experienced.
Hi everyone. I am from Los Angeles, California, and I have been in the company for 40 days today. I've been taking the product every day, and I have been feeling some good results so far about my sleeping. Still improving, it's only 40 days.
Yes.
It's not too much, but I think it's a great product. So I'm happy to be here.
We're happy you're here.
Thank you.
Looks like Macho.
Yes,
People.
welcome.
I know. All right. Thank you, Will. And thank you, Roger. Anyone else have someone new?
If there's nobody else new, does anybody have any questions about anything we talked about tonight or anything they want to ask? Just unmute. And I know I mentioned a lot of things that are happening this week. Don't let that overwhelm you. Just know that you have help. You have all these things that you can bring people to. And the best way to invite people is to mention it once, but then you do a three-way phone call or a Zoom with someone else. They're not there to pitch them or sell them. It's just to validate what you're saying. Have them invite. Now they've had two people invite them to the same thing. And the Q&As that we do on Saturday are really golden, everybody. I mean, they're really golden. That we do every Saturday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern for 30 minutes on the product. And then to follow from 10 a.m. to 10:30 Eastern on the opportunity at this Zoom number and password. So just reminding you of that. All right. Well, we're only 6 minutes over, Dan.
No, I know. And your internet for the last few minutes has not been really good. So you sounded like you were in a tunnel also.
I'm sorry. It's my cell phone.
Yeah. Oh. All right. Well, it sounds like a good time since everybody's having issues right now. But anyway, thank you all for coming tonight. And if you have anyone that you'd like to hear this, I will post it in both my and David's Facebook for our teams. His is called Freedom with an exclamation, and mine is Debbie's Diamond Club. And you can go there on Facebook and become a member if you're new. And we post ongoing things just for our team on those 2 pages. So webinars and announcements and all that kind of stuff, promotions. So welcome, and we will see you again next Monday. Good night, everyone. And we'll see you tomorrow on the mentoring call if you can be on it.
Yep.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.